All right, so I just so you know, Mo, I made a little bet, a little wager, with Krilla that this film would actually make $1 billion. Right? So seems like that's not going to make it based on these trajectories of these
You know what
numbers.
to do. Run me my money.
Okay, what's poppin', people? I'm here with Miss Mo Money Mo Problems. What's going on, Mo?
Hey, how's it going?
All right, so we just finished watching The Joker. Well, Joker, how is this pronounced? For Deluxe? I have no clue. You know how this is pronounced?
Folie.
Well, yeah, okay, that. All right, so we just finished watching The Joker, people, and we're here to give our first take and review on it. So I want to first start off with you, Mo. What is the rating that you want to give this Joker sequel that we just saw?
I'll go with the good. The 7.5.
Oh, okay, a 7.5. All right, you hear
Yeah.
that, people? Mo's giving it the 7.5 good.
With all the buzz around it, I would have been happy to have watched it and given it the highest rating because I do feel like Joaquin Phoenix did a really great performance. I think that both he and Lady Gaga are really great at acting, and it was very cinematic.
So you enjoyed the film?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're the total opposite from me. I hated it.
Okay.
Hated it with
So
that.
the thing is, the way it ended wasn't what I was expecting. And I was like, wait a second. I kind of felt like the way Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga were portraying Joker and Harley Quinn in this film was kind of the opposite of what Jared Leto and Margot Robbie did
Now,
previously. So yeah.
all right, so for me, this is getting a 4. This is going to be the first corny thing. I'm sorry. This was so corny. This was so dreadful. This was I don't know what's going on with DC, but it's just getting worse and worse over there. And the crazy part is I had made a bet that this will make over $1 billion, and it's definitely not going to make anywhere near that. But she's going to ask me for that dollar I owe her now.
Actually, my take on it is it's kind of a musical, and I thought that, since Lady Gaga was the new Harley Quinn, that was like the perfect pick for Harley Quinn because, Lady Gaga is a musician.
So you were, let me get this right. So how did you feel about Lady Gaga?
Yeah, I thought she did a really great job. I
Okay.
thought that the whole thing was really cinematic and the whole thing kind of being a musical in disguise, but it was very enjoyable. I'm not going to trash it completely because I did enjoy their performances. I do feel like they're really great actors, and I did enjoy that. And so, if I had known it was a musical, I would have prepared for it differently. But, I still did enjoy it, though. I am a
Okay.
fan of both of them.
Yo, no, so when I saw this film,
Yeah, don't go through that.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
it reminded me how much this was not in sync with the comic books. It was totally not connected with anything with the comics. Even Lady Gaga, her voice was not trying to portray the animated series for Batman. It didn't, but she didn't portray any of that. I know they were trying to make this very surreal, but for me, this particular film was the worst DC project that they've had even more recently. I almost fell asleep. I was just kind of shocked because the first one I felt was very thought out. And it targeted a specific thing. It targeted mental health, mental illness. And with this one, I just felt like it was like a propaganda. Like, okay, Lady Gaga's in it, you guys are singing, and not even that. The songs weren't even great. They selected songs, in my opinion, that were the worst songs. You know, they have a place in the Bronx with the staircase.
Yeah,
I believe that was advertised in the commercial, or there were images of it floating around online. I didn't even see that in the film. I don't know what happened with that particular part, or why they scrapped it. They were supposed to be dancing. They didn't scrap it per se. It was towards the end, but they weren't dancing on the steps.
Yeah.
And yeah, these are spoilers, so we can talk more in depth about it.
I noticed that too. I felt like, wait, did I like doze off during that part? Because like I was like, where's the part where they're coming down the stairs like that?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't see it.
I was trying to wait to see y'all kicking in and grinding down the stairs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nah, that didn't happen. And then, just to break it down, I thought the part where he was about to be his own lawyer was going to be exciting. I'm like, okay, he's about to be his own lawyer. He's about to kill it. No, he's not going to kill it. It just was. I felt like there were moments where they were going somewhere, and then it just took me back. Like, okay, you're not going anywhere with this, really. And then I felt like, okay, you're going somewhere again, and it's like, nah, we're right back to square one, and then we're singing. Like, what the is all this music? And I remember reading articles saying where they were saying it's a musical, then the director saying it's not a musical, then they're going back saying it's a musical. It's like, what in the Willy Wonka is this?
Yeah, and that's the thing. So like, films are now kind of doing the musical trend. So both The Color Purple and the Willy Wonka film that Timothée Chalamet was in were both musicals, but weren't advertised as musicals.
Yeah.
And so like it's like a trend for the film to be a musical. I didn't see either of those films, by the way, but it's like a trend for the film to be a musical, but they're not really advertising it as that way. And I was kind of expecting
to me, that's like false advertising.
Yeah.
The total 360 people. If you're expecting what you saw in the first Joker, do not go watch this movie. You have to go in this with a whole new state of mind with some fresh eyes, in my opinion, to really enjoy this film. I went in there with I watched part one before watching part two, and it just really changed my whole feeling towards it. And then even when they premiered Harvey Dent in this, I was thinking, okay, we might go somewhere. Okay, we got Harvey Dent. Finally, there's another character from the DC world in here, and he wasn't even that great of a lawyer. Like the court scene wasn't what I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be like him really going at the Joker's face, like, you know what? Yeah, you killed him, and
you want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
No, I was just all calm and collective. It was just. It just wasn't what I really envisioned, as in there wasn't any real shocking points in this film versus the original one where we were shocked with some things.
Yeah, I totally agree. I really do feel like this film is really more to showcase Lady Gaga's performance.
Yeah, they customized this for Lady Gaga.
Yeah, it's not, a continuation of the Harley Quinn as we knew Margot Robbie was playing. So yeah, it is its own standalone film, if you will.
Okay,
and,
so
I know that like Lady Gaga has gotten a lot of acclaim for her performance, and they're talking Oscar buzz. And I was like, oh, that's exciting because I am a fan of Lady Gaga. So I was like, that's exciting. Let me see this film. And I was like, yeah, this is like totally its own standalone film.
Yeah, but the music was corny. The music was boring. All right, it's one thing if they selected good music. This music was. This music was. This music was trash. It was just. I don't know. It was just like it's a mix. I felt like they were trying to be dark and then be amusing and funny at the same time, and it's like no, it really didn't vibe well at all. In my opinion, it really did not vibe well.
I think that has a lot to do also with the whole musical theater experience. The people who are fans of musicals would like these songs, and also with Lady Gaga being a jazz singer. That's what it has to do with.
Okay.
So it caters towards that.
But this was corny. It was corny. If you are expecting, I'm only saying this for people who are expecting what they got from part one. It's always very hard to make sequels for any movie or that tries to turn into a franchise. But if you're going there really expecting what you got from part one, don't waste your money. Spend your money on something else. Go to the grocery store. Go buy yourself some bread. Just save your money up because this is not worth it at all. For me, that's my personal opinion.
I feel like the whole trend with films being musicals without them being advertised as such is very like trickery. It's like,
yeah, like they should have advertised it as in. Also, how it ended, I didn't like. Why didn't he
Right.
he should have got the chair. He just straight up got the chair. That would have been the best way to go out. I got the chair. This dude got stabbed up by some random person.
Yeah.
Some random inmate laughing. Like, what you laughing for? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all. Like, you worked this hard to make this film only for him to go out by an inmate.
Right.
Give him the chair. I would have loved it if they ended off like that.
Yeah, the way it ended was so crazy, and like it was unexpected too, because it's like they're like, you have a visitor, come on. And, they didn't even have any eyes on him. They just let him be there in the hall,
And
taking his time with somebody else.
I think also how Lady Gaga, some parts are really confusing too. Lady Gaga, the scene where she shoots him, or she no longer is infatuated by him because he says, I'm not the Joker.
Yeah.
So it's like, so everybody just turns your back, like, not to get into politics, but Trump can say mad crazy stuff and he will still get supporters.
Don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
I didn't like how that just changed up, and it's like, okay, I'm not feeling you now because you claim you're not this anymore. All right, he's a human being at the end of the day. So, and that's another thing too. So, are they trying to confirm he has split personalities or not? Because it looks like his original attorney was defending him, saying he has split personality issues. But
Right.
Harvey Dent's also like, nah, he knows what the he's doing. He knows everything he's doing. And I'm confused in the storyline, like, so which one is it? Is it or is it not? Like, is he insane or is he truly just who he is? So there's a lot of things in this film that I just couldn't really digest properly. And in all honesty too, this was a $200 million production film. I think the director, I can't say he did. I don't know how much passion went into this, but I felt like they just threw them some money. They got a good payday, both of them. Lady Gaga, Joaquin Phoenix, and the director. Everybody got a good payday out of this. So Variety's here saying the box office Joker 2 sings off key with $20 million opening. Very bad. I think they were expecting way more higher than that. Let me see here. And the reason for that, I think, is because I think the word of mouth got out pretty quick that people were expecting something else, but they somehow saw it as a musical. Also, like I said, and the songs were not the best recommended songs. I don't know who selected these songs. I don't know if it's Lady Gaga, but even Lady Gaga, I'm used to her singing certain type of music. So I think even when she sang these type of songs, it was kind of unexpected.
I still feel like they were catering to the whole musical genre. So those are the songs that they chose based on it being a surprise musical.
Okay, so let me read some of this. Joker is off to a shaky performance at domestic box office after earning $20 million from 4,102 locations across Friday and previous screenings. Rival project that Warner Brothers sequels to 2019 DC comic book film Joker will open south of $50 million. So the debut is it looks like they were actually trying to aim towards 65 million. So it says here, heading into the weekend, Joker 2 was expected to make 50 million to 65 million in its box office debut. Although the film is on track to secure the top spot on domestic charts, the first Joker scored a significant higher 96.2 million. Damn. And in its opening weekend. So this is tracking way less than the original one, which says a lot in itself. So, well, first off, do you expect this film do you think this film will reach $1 billion?
It might, only because of the Oscar buzz, the performances that they gave. They're really good actors. And so anybody who is a fan of Lady Gaga, I'm pretty sure would see it. Because that's what drew me in too. So I think that people would still continue to see it. I just really don't get the trend of having films be musicals that are not advertised as such.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that's...
I didn't get that either. I think even with Willy Wonka, I wasn't aware that
Right.
was a musical. And it was weird too when I was watching it. I'm like, wait a minute, this guy's playing Doom. Like I just saw you in a violent film, and I'm out seeing you singing as Wonka. It's like it's a little weird, but however, Willy Wonka actually did good. I don't know if there's going to be an ongoing trend of movies doing musicals. But however,
why wouldn't they be advertised as such? Like, if you're going to spend all that money on a movie, why can't you just advertise it the way it really is? Like, what is this whole...
Exactly, that's true. There's our Pacific audience that enjoy that type of stuff. However,
right.
This is also, it's very violent. A violent musical would have been dope, but it didn't hit. I'm sorry. For me, it was a miss. It was a total miss.
It's a miss because you weren't expecting it to be a musical.
You know, and I made a bet with Krilla, $1 that this was going to make $1 billion. And she says,
no.
Ooh, Krilla with the harsh no.
Yeah, no. Maybe really? 100 million, but I don't know if it's going to break billion. Now, this is just my opinion. If it does break billion, then I owe you $1.
And I said, I think it will. I'm calling it. I think it'll do a bill. I think it's going to do a bill. I don't think it's going to do a bill immediately. Over time.
Oh, okay.
I think it's going to take its time, but I think it might reach a bill. And a matter of fact, you know what? Let me bring in Krilla. Okay. All right. So we got Krilla here on the line. Krilla, how are you doing?
Yeah. They run me my money.
All right. All right. So, you know, I just so you know, Mo, I made a little bet, a little wager with Krilla that this film would actually make $1 billion. Right? So, seems like that's not going to make it based on these trajectories of these numbers.
You know what to do. Run me my money.
So I'm just gonna give her money now. Krilla, how are you doing?
I'm great.
Yes, I was just going. Okay, that's good. I was just going through this article here with the Joker. The numbers are looking as nice as they were before. The first one made the first opening week made 96 million. This one made a low, staggering 37 million. So it's not looking too good.
The weekend's not over yet.
The weekend is not all right. So yeah, the weekend is not over yet. But Krilla, have you heard the news about the Joker? Have you seen any of the reviews or what people are saying?
I have not. I'm gonna be honest, I have not. But from what you've described, and if we have similar taste in movies, it probably doesn't sound like it did so great, and I had high hopes for it.
Well, Mo here liked it. I came for the thrill factor. I came to get excited. I came to see something I never saw before. I came to leave this movie with some type of knowledge or some type of moral. There's no moral. I left this with nothing. So I'm gonna have to cash app you that money. So you don't laugh at me later. I'm gonna save myself the episode.
Go ahead and run me my money. I want to see it. It's because it's coming from you two, and you two had high hopes as I did. So because of the casting, so now I'm very curious to see what it looks like.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, so yeah, Mo, she thinks it's good. She gave it a good 7.5, and I gave it a low. Yeah, I just gave it.
Yeah, you may have given it a low score. Well, you weren't a fan of the idea to begin with. I think
you're
you
right.
were
That's
more
true.
So,
that's true.
So you probably went with a bias going in.
Yeah, but I will say, I was still excited to see it. It's a different world. It's, Lady Gaga. I thought she's going to bring her flair to it. She didn't have the Harley Quinn accent. She kind of came with her own vibe of things. I just thought I didn't know where they were going with the film. I was just honestly just totally lost. I don't know what the objective truly was. I don't know.
I was looking at it on the timeline of The Dark Knight. The grittiness of The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
You didn't have any of the phantasms that sci-fi brings, where it's Joker can fly and do all that. They didn't go based on that. They went off of the one that we know that had the late and great Heath Ledger as Joker. So I felt like that should have been a continuation of it.
Yes,
if you were looking for Justice League Joker, that was not the one. I don't think that was.
You know what? I gotta say, what's his name is looking pretty good right now. Jared Leto's Joker. Yeah, Jared Leto's Joker and Margot Robbie's Joker, Harley Quinn is looking a little bit better than just this film generically. So I don't know. That's just where I stand. I know y'all both love Joaquin, but Joaquin, don't get me wrong, he did a great performance, but I don't know what the point is.
An open mind of it. Huh? I'm gonna definitely see it with open mind.
Yeah, you have to, but it's when you go. To me, this is just my opinion. This is just trying to make some money. It's a quick, hey, we know you didn't have plans for a part 2. We're going to give you $200 million budget. Can you make a part 2? Oh, okay. And they just did it for the money. The director already came out saying he doesn't plan on doing any more DC universe films. So that right there shows me this is like a quick money grab.
It sounds like Sony.
I think that Jared Leto and Margot Robbie did a really great job as Joker and Harley Quinn when they did it. And this is a musical. It's a hidden musical. They didn't advertise it as that, but it is. And another thing I wanted to say about it being a musical, the songs that they chose are for the musical theater crowd. There are jazz standards in there, so that's what they're kind of catering to. So it's
interesting.
Yeah, it's totally for a musical theater crowd. Like the music that they chose kind of caters to that. So if you're looking for like modern music, it's not that. It's really sort of like classics in there, jazz standards in there. So it really is for people who enjoy musicals.
Oh no.
All right.
It's a musical?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, you didn't know this?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I hope we didn't spoil it for you.
I'm still gonna look at it with a empty glass.
But remember, I think we read articles about this. They kept saying it was a musical, then they changed it back. It's not a musical. The director said it was not a musical.
Yeah, I've been updating on the articles. Nothing pointed to it being definite a musical. I know that it was supposed to be something like a psychological thriller. So in my mind, I was thinking the musical was in his head to portray crazy.
Yeah, no, I think you're on point, but it still didn't. And for me, and I think maybe for a lot of others, it didn't vibe right. It didn't mash well.
Okay.
I think they kind of circled this really around Lady Gaga a lot. And honestly, this movie could have did. I feel like she didn't even need to be in this. I don't know why. I don't think Harley Quinn was a big character in this. And I don't want to spoil it for you because you're gonna see it. But there's a reason why I felt like they did have her. And if they ever decide to do a future Joker, it's for another alternative reason. But it wasn't. It was flatline for me. I'm sorry.
I feel like because of all of the musical performances, it definitely was a good pick for Lady Gaga because she is a musician.
Lady Gaga has not, in my opinion, she hasn't had that movie, that Oscar winning movie. I don't think this is it either. I think that's what they were going for, but I don't think this is it.
Well, there is talk of Oscar buzz, so.
Did she ever win an Oscar? She didn't, right?
She did win for writing the song for the one that she did, A Star Is Born.
So she won for a song.
That she did. Yeah.
But not for like Best Actress or Best Supporting Actress.
No, she was nominated, but she didn't win.
Yeah, she ain't. Did not. And ain't happening for this. Nah. Not my
I didn't
opinion.
know it was going to be Oscar, anything worthy. So it's just, I thought it was just a fun thriller. I don't know. If they were going for that kind of effect, I don't think a musical would be the end goal.
Yeah.
It's a psychological musical.
A psychological musical thriller. I don't know, not the thriller. It's a psychological musical. I don't know what's thrilling. Well, all right, thank you, Krilla, for joining us. I know you got tons of things to do, planets to take over. We look forward to you joining us. We're going to be doing a few movie reviews. Hopefully you can join us. We're going to be covering one of your favorite aliens. We're going to be covering that along with another alien movie, Quiet Place.
Oh, okay. I have
People.
seen that one.
All your people going to be in the house.
Yeah, Quiet Place Day One.
Yeah.
All right, so look forward to that, people, and thank you so much, Quilla, for joining. Check your Cash App. I'm gonna send you that money now.
Thank you.
Don't blow on my face later on. You're welcome. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, so is there anything else you want to say about this, Miss Mo?
Yeah, it's funny because, I saw Cruella the other day and I thought that Emma Stone did a great job in that. And that's also its own standalone film. That's supposed to be like a backstory to Cruella de Vil.
I think she would have been, good thing you brought that up. I think she would have been perfect for this.
I thought that she would have been a great Harley Quinn.
Yes.
But I get it. Like, they chose Lady Gaga because of the musical sequences. So that makes sense.
Wait, but am I wrong? Was Cruella, was there no singing in there?
There might have been.
But the singing is not really relevant. You can hire a singer. He doesn't have to literally sing.
Right.
I think it's more about the acting. I don't think people care if the actor really sings or not. I've seen many movies where that the actor's not singing that. That's somebody else's voice.
That's true.
However, the performance would have been better by her. Why didn't you? I mean, yeah. As soon as they mentioned Lady Gaga, I don't know. I felt like she didn't have the look. She didn't have the look. However, is she a great actress? Yeah, amazing actress. But this did not give me any Harley Quinn vibes. The script writing, the direction that they were going, I just wasn't feeling any of it at all. Like, nothing in there was just like, hit me hard, like, wow, like, yeah, I'm excited to see this part, or shocked me at all. I didn't even think it needed a sequel. It was fine how it ended.
Yeah, it was fine. It would have made more sense if he was more of the Joker, though, because they kind of made him be like kind of.
That's another thing. You brought up a good point. They didn't show him or highlight him as a Joker much in this. It took too long to witness that. And I think he only became the Joker in his dreams, if I'm correct. He never became the Joker. Oh, no, the court scene, he became the Joker. But like I said, I was hoping that those scenes would get more elaborate into the details of making him more exciting. That didn't happen. That was a big miss. But let me ask you this. Do you think that they'll do a Joker 3?
I guess it depends on how well this one does. I mean, I don't really see a reason why they wouldn't try.
Because they're saying, so she's supposed to be pregnant. As soon as she says she was pregnant, I'm like, okay, I see what y'all doing. She's gonna grow up, have a kid, and like a few years, maybe a decade from now, you're gonna be like, oh, look, Joker 3. You know what I'm saying? And it's Harley Quinn with her son, who now has the same issues as Archer Fleck. He's gonna have the same issues as his father, and they're gonna do a part 3, or they're gonna rebrand it as in something, but it's gonna be the Joker, but now it's the son of the Joker. I don't know. I have nothing else I can say about this. My opinion is, everybody save your money, see something else, go get some lunch, take a girl out, something else to do. But this is not it. This is definitely not it. If you're trying to have a good time, then you're going to hit that shit with your girl. That's not happening with this film. So my thing is just go home, relax, watch a Netflix flick, and keep it moving. All right, people. So we see that we got the official rating score from POPcorn. And it seems that POPcorn is giving it officially a corny POPcorn at 4.5 out of 10. Wow. Okay, so let's read this here. Joker is a bizarre and unnecessary sequel that suffers from sluggish pacing, a weak script, and lack of emotional impact or originality of the first film. Wow, that's pretty harsh, but I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But however, Mo says go see that. It's a good film. So
yeah, if you're a fan of Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, I think that you'd enjoy it. But also be prepared that it is a musical. You want a twisted musical.
All right, but you guys got to be the judge. Yeah, you guys got to be the judge. Check it out when you see it. Let us know in the comments what you think. And kick it and vibe with us. All right, so and don't forget to check out more films reviews with us after this. Thanks you, and see y'all later.